Tech News, it's brought to you by Nerds in a Flash. It was in a U.S. Senate Judiciary hearing just yesterday. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey and Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Senator Josh Hawley, and revealed an internal tool used by Facebook, Google, and Twitter to coordinate censorship of users. Senator Hawley also revealed this internet tool used by Facebook to track actions of users across the internet that was previously believed to be private. Yeah, the use of this internal tool was disclosed to Senator Hawley by a whistleblower from Facebook.
19th century, the heads of the biggest corporations in America, the robber barons, got together and they set rates, they set prices, they determined how they would control information flow, they determined how they get rid of competition. And I'll be darned if we aren't right back there again.
Yeah, here we are, the robber barons. They had to answer some questions yesterday in that hearing. Senator Hawley outlined the use of Task. It's a tool that Facebook uses to improve the workflow of Facebook employees. A lot of companies use Task, to communicate between departments. But it's also used by Facebook employees to collaborate with Google and Twitter in censoring users across multiple platforms. And a second tool called Centra that Facebook uses to track users even when they think they're anonymous. Well, Senator Hawley questioned CEOs of whether Facebook used Task, the platform, to coordinate their censorship of users. And Senator Hawley also questioned Zuckerberg on how many accounts in the United States have been subject to a shutdown through Centra. Whether Facebook makes a record for instances which employees, actually have access to this private data without their consent, and whether doing so triggers an audit. And I want you to hear this conversation between Senator Hawley and Mark Zuckerberg.
Except for this time, you're the robber barons. Your companies are the most powerful companies in the world, and I want to talk about how you're coordinating together to control information. In recent days, my office was contacted by a Facebook whistleblower, a former employee of the company with direct knowledge of the company's content moderation practices, and I want to start by talking about an internal platform. I'm talking about content moderation. I'm talking about individuals, websites, hashtags, phrases to ban. Is it your testimony that you do not communicate with Twitter or Google about content moderation, about individuals, websites, phrases, hashtags to ban? Just yes or no. Do you communicate with Twitter or Google about coordinating your policies in this way?
Senator, we do not coordinate our policies.
Do your Facebook content moderation teams communicate with their counterparts at Twitter or Google?
Senator, I'm not aware of anything specific, but I think it would be probably pretty normal for people to talk to their peers and colleagues in the industry.
It would be normal, but you don't do it?
No, I'm saying that I'm not aware of any particular conversation, but I would expect that some level of communication probably happens. But that is different from coordinating what our policies are or our responses in specific instances.
Well, fortunately, I understand that the Task platform is searchable. So will you provide a list of every mention of Google or Twitter from the Task platform to this committee?
Senator, that's something that I can follow up with you and your team after on.
Well, yes or no, I'm sure you can follow up with the list, but why don't you commit while I've got you here under oath? It's so much better to do this under oath. Will you commit now to providing a list from the Tasks platform of every mention of Google or Twitter?
Senator, respectfully, I'm without having looked into this, I'm not aware of any sensitivity that might exist around that. So I don't think it would be wise for me to commit to that right now.
So
but I would be happy to follow.
How many items on the Task platform reflect that Facebook, Twitter, and Google are sharing information about websites or hashtags or platforms that they want to suppress?
Senator, I do not know.
Oh, man, that was really uncomfortable. Yeah, now you know what you don't know.
The Todd and Don Show.
Listen up, remodelers, builders, and all of you developers out here. I want to tell you about an incredible opportunity. For a limited time, Pella Windows and Doors of Austin is offering Pella Windows and Doors at the same cost of your current supplier for your next model home and your next 3 spec homes. Yeah, Pella Windows and Doors, they want to prove to new customers that quality brands like Pella actually help sell those homes a whole lot faster. And I'm telling you, man, some incredible incredible, beautiful upgrades as well. Don't peel off the lumberyard labels on your beautiful home or remodeled home. Be proud of all of the brands that you use because Pella products, they actually help sell themselves. Yeah, and Pella Windows and Doors of Austin is the only company that services Pella products. So when the lumber yards have a problem, when those big box stores have a problem, they're going to tell you to call Pella. So cut out the middleman and go straight to Pella right now. Yeah, Pella Windows and Doors of Central Texas here. They offer all of the Pella Reserve brands and historical products and currently offering free interior stain. You need to reach out to my friend Anthony Marino at Pella here in town. 512-339-6601 is his number. That's 512-339-6601 or online at PellaAustin.com. 5:55 and a check on traffic. We do that with Don Pryor.
If you're heading out on your morning commute in your car, getting on the roads, you've got nothing in front of you at the moment that's going to slow your travel time down. It's really good driving conditions out there at the moment. No wrecks, no stalls, no other issues, no construction to slow you down. Don Pryor with Austin's On Time